なたはきっと私の勇気あなたはきっと私の光
It looks like this city hasn't suffered any damage, you know?
Hang on, guys. This thing's flashing again. Hey, I recognize that character.
Yeah, so do I.
Hello there, fellas! I bet you're looking for a place to stay. I can help you.
Whoa! It's you?
It's Noriko. Noriko showed up and found them.
Does he remember?
It doesn't tell us that here.
And Mile?
Let's see.
Maya, what has she done?
I've about had it. This is really irritating. If something isn't done to stop them, they'll end up getting back together.
Oh, wow! That's sure pretty.
So is it true that you're Noriko?
My name is Ko Reishun. I'm gonna keep this, Kay?
That's
not a
No
toy.
way! Be a good little kid and give it back, okay?
No!
I said give it back, you little...
No, I don't wanna! It's mine
Come on,
now.
give it back! Give it here! Hey, come back here! Come back!
Wait for us, you know?
She's pretty fast for a little squirt. Huh? Hey, stop tossing that thing up and down! Ah! This isn't a toy. It's not for kids to be playing with.
It's mine! Give
It's not yours, so quit your whining! Hey! What do you think you're doing?
It's mine and I want it!
Let's go before someone gets hurt!
You let go!
No way! I'm in charge of this thing, you rat!
You're gonna be sorry!
Noriko! Yeah! Yeah! Ah! What the hell do you think you're doing? Yeah, that's Noriko. With that kind of strength, it's gotta be him. Oh.
You broke my crystal ball!
No! Our magic ball!
Oh no, the ball. It's already shattered, you know?
My pretty ball! You broke it! My pretty ball! My ball!
Look, it wasn't yours to begin with.
Oh! It was my ball! You broke it!
I should be the one crying here because we needed that. Hey, what if we get you a new ball? How would that be? So, do you want it or don't you?
Of course I want it! Come on, you guys! Hurry up!
She seems a lot happier, you know?
She's just like him. Noriko was strong enough to bully his way into getting whatever he wanted.
Wow! Pretty! This one's nice. And so is this one. I can't decide which one to get. Let me think. One of these two.
Those black clouds are back, you know? Yeah, you're right.
Does that mean we're in for more attacks from the enemy? Hey! Get back here! Damn it! I can't use my holy fire in this crowd!
You can't get away, you know?
That'll teach you a lesson.
Hey, look at that. It's coming, you know?
What is that thing? Is it a dragon?
A fake Seiryu.
Yeah, another freaking big one, too.
Reishu, make sure you stay close to us, okay?
That big blue guy was pretty easy to beat, huh? What's up with that?
It's like your attack had no effect on him. We have to combine our powers together!
Let's do it!
Here we go! Ready!
This time you ain't coming back!
We will not lose! It worked, you know?
That thing was stubborn. Good thing we were all together.
That was just pathetic.
Release your hatred. Huh? Release more hatred, new priestess.
Hatred?
Just a bit more of it. Then my power will be fully realized. Once it is, destroying the Suzaku 7 will be effortless.
Not all of the Suzaku 7. You won't destroy them all, because Taka will be spared, won't he?
What are you doing there?
What are we gonna do now? We took her without her parents' permission.
I feel bad about that too, but we can't go back to that village, you know?
I think you're right. The risk of involving the people there is too high.
Yeah, but still, she's just a little girl, barely even 8 years old.
Oops, got away.
And we should at least tell her folks, don't you think?
Hey, listen!
What now? We're busy talking about you.
There's someplace I want to go.
Someplace you want to go?
Will you please take me there?
Well, where do you want to go, you know?
Suzaku Village. There.
Yes, of course. I know about everything in this world.
Then tell me about the Suzaku 7 from before I was born.
Oh, you want to hear about how unfaithful Hotohori was?
Huh?
Do you really want to know? Well, Emperor Hotohori, your father, was really in love with the priestess of Suzaku.
With the priestess of Suzaku?
Nobody ever told you about that, did they? Hotohori and Tamahome were both used by Miyaka Yuki. She jumped back and forth between the two time after time.
That's a lie!
It's not a lie. But in the end, Hotohori relinquished his intentions and married Hoki, didn't he? I wonder if your parents ever loved each other. I mean, ever. It's always the children who suffer, isn't it?
I do not understand how you can talk the way you do.
What?
Taka is... I thought Taka was important to you now. I was taught that the priestess of Suzaku was a person of boundless love. And yet you talk about Miyaka, a fellow priestess, as though you had no respect for her.
For your information, the reason I came to this world wasn't so that I could be a priestess.
So, I wonder if you will be able to save our land from destruction.
How dare you speak so rudely to me? I am the priestess of Suzaku. I can summon Suzaku all by myself, without anyone's help. I shouldn't waste my time talking to a little kid.
Mayo? Mayo, do you hear me? Where are you, Mayo? Answer me!
Saori? Is that you, Saori? But how can that be? Where are you?
In the hospital, where Miyaka's been hospitalized. Mayo, she's been here unconscious since yesterday.
Yesterday? It's only been that long?
Only that long? What's that? Can you still hear me? Your mother called me in the middle of the night. She was crying, and your father's worried too.
You're lying!
No, I'm not lying to you. Why
I
won't...
don't trust them at all!
Mayo, listen to me. You may be fooling yourself, but your being there won't bring any happiness to that world, or anyone in it, including you. I hope you understand. You're being manipulated. You're being used by some evil entity that wants to completely destroy that world and intends to use you to do it.
That won't work. Lying won't get me to come back. I am never going home again. I live here forever. With Taka. And the baby.
Mayo, please don't say that. You gotta come back.
She's right.
At least let the baby come back.
What in the world is going on here?
Look! The window!
Is it a message from Mayo? I hope you all drop dead.
They're of no use to me. No, it can't be.
Say, what? The reason you want to go to Suzaku Village is to see some guy? You're a little kid. You're not even a real girl yet.
He's not just some guy. I've talked to him a lot in the marketplace.
Yeah, whatever, kid.
Well, if she really is the reincarnation of Noriko, we should go with her.
Yeah, because if things have stayed the same, she'd only be attracted to one guy, you know?
And you think this one guy has to be the reincarnation of Hotohori? That's some fancy brain work. No wonder she's so gung-ho to get there.
Come on, hurry up!
Lady Mayo! Lady Mayo! Go away! Oh. It's impossible. How can this be happening? What did I do? I'm disappearing, and I don't know what to do to stop it.
Lady Mayo? Oh, Lady Mayo, what's wrong?
No, it doesn't matter now. All my dreams are over.
Lady Mayo, you shouldn't exhaust yourself. Let me help you to your room where you can rest. Lady Mayo!
Whoa. What's with all the graveyards around here?
This village was raided by Kuto in the war 10 years ago. By the time reinforcements came, it was too late.
But people still live here, so everyone wasn't killed, right?
Everyone who lives here now have all migrated from other places, you know?
I heard you were not feeling well, Lady Mayo.
Don't bother trying to get up. I came here to tell you a story. A story from long ago.
A story from long ago?
Once upon a time, in a very small, poor village, time passed unheralded. Until one day, royal messengers arrived from the capital city unannounced. They came looking for girls of appropriate age to be imperial courtesans. The daughter of a poor family, who could not even pay for the rent of their land or feed themselves properly, was selected. There was a man, 2 years older than this girl, whom she had loved like a brother since childhood, and with whom she had hoped to share her future. But, to save her family, the girl chose to go to the capital instead. In an ironic twist of fate, a year and a half later, a Kuto sneak attack destroyed the girl's home and village in a single night of terrible suffering. The sole survivor was the young man, as gentle as ever and waiting for her to return. He reached out to her saying, "Come back to me, and we will rebuild our village together." But the girl did not take his hand. She simply shook her head.
Why? Why didn't she go back to him? Didn't she understand how he always felt about her?
Is life in the capital more exciting than it is here? Do you prefer the company of wealthy and powerful men now? And the young man turned on her with a glare stained with rage, only to find the Emperor, who was there with her and had seen everything.
You mean the Emperor Hotohori?
A great tragedy arose when the young man, Shu Tendo, addressed the girl again. If it was I who had been emperor, would you have taken me over him?
What does that mean?
Your Royal Highness, the truth is that you have a brother a year older than you are. His life had been threatened during a struggle for the throne, and he ended up being adopted to a wandering peasant.
That can't be! Do you mean?
That it is you? Who is my brother?
The young man had been told the secret of his birth. That they were brothers and shared the same blood. Before he turned away, he spit at them. "I will never forgive you." Not 3 months later, Shu Tendo stormed into the capital in rebellion against his younger brother. In all fairness, he couldn't be blamed for his actions. His anger blinded him, and he allowed another to control him.
Kill me if you feel you must! If it will diminish your bitter hatred even a little, then do it! However, I swear to you that with my life I will not allow you to harm His Highness!
Hoki! Hoki, do you love Hotohori that much?
Why are you hesitating? If you won't attack him, then I will strike! Brother, no! The beast god appears to us in the generation of a child, born with the mark of Suzaku. But the bearer's eyes will be closed forever without having seen the great Suzaku. Oh, the beauty of it! My hand will terminate the life of the Suzaku king! I will fulfill my own prophecy and close his eyes with one strike!
Gento Queen, the incarnation of evil, was himself a pathetic pawn of another being.
What about Tendo? What happened to Shu Tendo after that?
To have you here at this time, my only brother means everything to me.
I know, brother.
I'm so glad to have met you and know you. I wish you and Hoki happiness. Hotohori.
My brother!
Oh, Tendo! I don't understand. I don't understand! Oh, Hoki, why did you go so far for Hotohori?
I made a promise to myself. one rainy night. That night when misfortune drew Tamahome and Lord Hotohori to cross swords with each other. When Miyaka's love released Tamahome from the poison spell, and I heard Hotohori say to him,
My friend, it's nice to have you back with us.
As the two lovers embraced warmly, and he quietly withdrew. I swore a promise to myself that I would remain by his side even if it cost me my life.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's you. We met in the village marketplace the other day, didn't we?
Will you look at that? She's blushing.
We were to be man and wife for only a month as fate would have it, but I was content to be able to truly love Hotohori.
I'm sorry.
Maya.
I said awful things to Boshi.
He'll be all right, never mind that. I'm glad I got the chance to tell you a little more about myself.
It's no use. It's no use, Hoki. I think it's too late.
Maya?
Mayo!
This sword was yours before you were born.
Before I was born?
10 years ago, during the Kuto invasion, you carried it into battle to defend your country, along with the rest of us.
I was in a battle with this sword?
We are the Suzaku 7 warriors.
The Suzaku.
The Suzaku 7?
So, my son is one of the Suzaku 7.
And we need to borrow him for a while in order to rescue Konan from its destruction.
I see. I had my suspicions.
Huh?
I actually saw the beast god Suzaku with my own eyes.
You saw Suzaku?
It was 2 days after the death of our beloved former emperor. We were traveling through this land, passing the hillside gravestones, when he appeared. Suzaku seemed to be visiting the grave, spreading his wings protectively over the stone. We settled in the area, and have been caring for the graves of the dead villagers ever since. And then there's my son Aeon. The family name on the stone is the same as ours, even though we aren't related to the people buried there. But he still visits the graves every day.
That grave must have something to do with Lord Hotohori, huh? Those black clouds again.
Suzaku!
No, it's not. It's not real. It's a fake Suzaku. Run for it!
Right!
Listen to me.
I have no further need of you. I have grown quite enough after devouring your hatred.
So that's it! It's all been a trick!
I alone shall rule this world. I alone. Now die.
Suzaku!
It can't be. Taka and the others haven't summoned him.
That's why it can't be the real one. It's a massive evil grown from the negative energy that's within Mayo's heart.
It may be my fault.
Huh?
In fact, I'm pretty sure that I'm the one to blame for this.
Yui, what are you talking about?
Ah! It's a ghost!
I made it just in time, you know? I used a transformation spell, you know?
So he isn't a ghost. It was one of Chichiri's tricks all along. Come on, buddy, don't scare me like that.
We have to hurry!
Woo! That goes for you too, you old hag!
Who are you calling a hag? Oh.
It's Chiriko.
Great, so that's everyone.
Right, but why have you suddenly appeared?
I've come because the Shinzo is in danger. You must all return to the capital at once.
All right, guys, let's go!
Let's go then!
Please, come back, Mayo!
Mayo, come back!
There's no way I can ever go back now.
Now die.
How can my phone be ringing here?
The world seeks its own demise, and Conan moves toward destruction. The last hope for avoiding this cruel destiny rests in the hands of the priestess of Suzaku and the Suzaku Seven. The final chapter, the advent of Suzaku, a legend which passes on love and inspiration.